What's next?
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terence Crawford next. I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps. I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too. Thank you, man. Down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
I want to bring up a very, very good topic. I thought about this one a lot. I know I have not been dropping like I normally do. I've been super busy with my business and everything, but I will be getting back on track very soon. But I wanted to bring up a very good topic, and who would win on paper, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Both guys are tremendous athletes, great boxers. They're top of the division. They are 1-2, and are, you know, even when you go for pound, I think these guys could be 1-2 easily. Errol Spence came off 2 layoffs, and actually he defeated Danny Garcia in one of them, and he came back and got a stoppage on versus Dennis Ugas, which I thought the fight was it was good, and it played out kind of like I thought it was going to play. I thought that, you know, just the way that Errol Spence he puts a lot of pressure on everybody that he fights. And it makes it very difficult, and he takes a lot of great things that boxers, what they do well away from him. And so Terence Crawford, he's got some good footwork, good head movement and stuff like that. He's very talented. But my whole thing is, man, who would win on paper? And going based off the last couple fights, the reason why I put the box rec, please go check out boxrec.com, and you can look up the last 5 guys that both guys has faced. But if you just go by the last 2 guys that each opponent has faced, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and I would have to say that Errol Spence has he fought better opposition. Does that mean anything? Sometimes it can. Sometimes it, you know, it just depends on how you're looking at it. Was Sean Porter the same when Terence Crawford fought him versus when he fought Errol Spence? Maybe, maybe not. But, you know, breaking down the fight is just, styles makes fights for a reason, and I think that even if your Dennis Ugas was to win and he was to go against Terence Crawford or vice versa, as far as, you know, going straight into a fight with Terence Crawford, the fight could have went a totally different way, and if anything, that Crawford probably could have knocked him out. But I think that, for me, I think the way that Errol Spence puts a lot of pressure on you, I think he could take a lot of things that Terence Crawford does well away from him. Both guys got a great jab. Both guys got good footwork. The in and out game is very, very good. But one thing that I took away from the fight with Dennis Ugas versus Errol Spence, Errol Spence can generate a lot of power up close. His fight game, you know, the way he jabs and he just stays on you. I don't know if Terence Crawford can handle that type of pressure, because if you really want to get into breakdowns of fights, if you really take away from what Sean Porter was doing to Terence Crawford, Sean Porter was actually beating Terence Crawford, and I had him winning probably like the first 4 or 5 rounds until Sean Porter started going back to the old Sean Porter and getting sloppy and putting his head down and doing all the things that actually gets him beat. But I think that Terence Crawford did a really good job adjusting in that fight as well. But if somebody as strong as and Sean Porter, I want to bring up another point too. Sean Porter is a lot shorter than Errol Spence as well too. Sean Porter is like 5'6", 5'7", somewhere like that, and his reach is not as long as well. So I think it's going to be a totally different fight based on styles as well. But I think if I had to pick a winner based on resumes and also just going based off, you know, the eye test, I would have to say Errol Spence. And I think that he has, I would think the guy that would have to probably adjust the most is probably Terence Crawford, because even though he can do a lot of the same things that Errol Spence can do, but he does not throw with the same velocity and volume at the same time. But when I say velocity, I mean up close. Fighting in the pocket, knocking somebody out, or hitting him with an uppercut, the same left uppercut that he was hitting your Dennis Ugas with. I don't know if Terence Crawford can deal with those type of problems, but that's just based on paper. When two guys get in there, you can make adjustments. Obviously, it's going to be a totally different fight, and when they physically doing something, but just from the eye test and going by resumes and stuff like that, I think that hands down that Errol Spence has had at welterweight, he has had a tougher task in facing higher opposition, way higher opposition. And even with the Velasquez fight, I feel like Terence Crawford was a bit sloppy in that fight. I think that he got put down by Green Machine, and if he and Errol Spence made some mistakes in the Yordenis Ugas fight, and also the Danny Garcia fight with his mouthpiece. A lot of people saying that what's up with the mouthpiece, and I think that's going to be addressed. And I do not think that Errol Spence can make a silly mistake like that, because that's what I call it, man. He got 28 fights. He should, that should be, past him by now. But, as far as, the eye test and, and how I break down fights, I do give the edge to Errol Spence as of now. I cannot wait to see this fight. I do think this fight will happen soon enough. I cannot wait. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, man. It's like Christmas all over again, twice in 1 year. I don't know, but you guys let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below.